Hello, and really good start to a stream there. Hello, Anarchic Anaconda. How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. So, well, I moved a lot more than I was intending to then. Hello, Coffee as well. Oh, no, it's night time. No, not going out. We're going to sleep the night away. One person sleep. Oh. So, you asked what Mysticraft is. Well, it's basically a server that is specifically for content creators, such as myself. I'm quite lucky to be on here. Hello, NubCraft. Hello, NubCraft. Welcome, welcome. So, I know, but I'm using it as an excuse to explain it for everyone. Go away! Oh no! My W key stuck for a second, then it ran me into him. So, Mysticraft is a server for content creators, specifically. They've just done a new round of applications and stuff, and thankfully I was allowed in as one of the peoples, which is, I feel very, very happy about. And it's just sort of basically just kind of like a mini Hermitcraft, just something that is there for content creators to do specifically with other content creators, which just makes it, you know, a bit better for things like collabs and stuff. As much as I love doing Hermitcraft, wow, no, as much as I love doing ZombieCraft on stream and such, there's not.
Voldorius.
Thank you for the follow.
I should say, Voldorius.
Oh, bye, Faye. It's all the alerts. They're all coming through. Oh god. There's just a constant stream. Oh dear. But yeah, so Mysticraft basically. Oh my lord. Just makes it a bit easier for doing collab stuff, because on ZombieCraft, whilst there are a few other people that do content, there's not people that do sort of regular content, whereas on Mysticraft, hello there Spence, Mysticraft is everyone's doing content, has the same sort of goal in mind of content creation. Oh, fudge! Well, this is certainly a start to a stream. Wow, within 5 minutes, and we've got bits, follows, and a sub. Thank you very, very much, Spence, for the resub. So, that's 2 months in a row. Rocking on with it. Anyway, so let me just dump these bits in here, and I will grab some rockets. So, for you guys, what I'm going to quickly do is add a media file. I'm going to show off the vague plan I have for my base. So if I just swip this up to be full for a second. So that is the plan for my base. It's kind of hard to tell from this, and I'll go in depth and sort of do a quick run through of it on the map in a second. So, is the mouse going to show up on? No, it doesn't override the media image. Basically, the bottom right, you can see it says village ? So if I bring the mouse, no, it's not going to show. That is going to be, that's a question mark. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the village there. That's if I get round to it, have enough time, etc, etc. Oh my, Spence, thank you.
Been a while. Barry also has our modded Minecraft.
Wow. Thank you for the bits, Spence, as well. So, you can see the little dotted line that's trailing up sort of around. That is going to be a little path, going to have bits and bobs off the side, you know, broken carts, little houses that are destroyed and broken. Then where there's the circles with the crosses through them, that's a dead town. That is going to be there. That's going to be sort of like a town that's been half destroyed, zombie villagers in it, possibly zombie pigmen, I don't know. I'm not sure if I want them to just sit there and not aggro. Or I'll just put zombie villagers and trap them in somehow. And that's going to have all sort of manner of things, possibly a broken watermill and stuff, because it's right next to a river bit. This isn't modded, Zershade. It is literally just vanilla, but I've got journey map on so that it makes it easier for knowing locations and stuff. It's got the vanilla mod pack on. Then following up to the left, there's that dotted line goes to what is going to be like a staging ground for a raid. I'm going to put some like WoW references there. I'll fly you through it in a moment. Then it goes up, and it goes up to that big structure that you see. That's going to be the fort and stuff. That's basically, if I go on here, switch over today. Coffee, thank you for the resub as well. Oh my. Oh my god. Thank you. Wow. Boo, Vanilla Pod Mac, better know for Aurelia. Yep, pretty much. Suggested it be like Curry Yuri. So up here is going to be the fort, sort of evil fortress that's being, yeah. Let's have a... Oh wow. That's certainly something. That's actually quite cool. I really quite like that. I mean, I haven't watched Ruby, so I need to had to remind myself what Kuriru is from. But that is tempting. So, what we're going to do, we're going to have a quick fly through of the place and stuff and things. We'll do all of the stuff and all of the places and all of the things. So, I'll fly down to over here first, because that's roughly where it's starting from. So, let's go to Home Deathly Home. And it wasn't until I ran through this with Garden Bunny, she wasn't wearing an elytra. So when I was ran through it, it was like, oh my, this is quite big. Taco Bell. No, fair enough. See you in a bit then, Anarchic. So, going from here, the path's going to go along here, following... I'm not going to do anything to edit the path of the terrain. All I'm going to do is I'm going to chop down all the trees, and it'll come back like this, come up over here. So over here is where the destroyed village is going to be. So it's going to be down along that ledge. There's going to be a load of destroyed houses, and I might put the destroyed watermill somewhere there. Maybe have a crushed bridge going over there with some bits and bobs over there as well. Some around here, and the path's going to be coming along and go through here. Then, going off in this direction here, we are heading through basically in a straight line over into this roofed forest. Again, all the trees are going to be chopped down, going to do custom trees to make it look a bit more taller, a bit more imposing. I know that the server is in, I think it's hosted America. Yeah. But, hello. I was trying to pin who it was, because I couldn't link the Minecraft name to the Twitch name, and I was like, I know it's off MrCraft. I know it's off MrCraft. And I was there like, I couldn't remember who, but I'm going to make that link in my head now. So this area here, this is going to be the road checkpoint. I'm going to have something like, maybe I'll put some villagers here. Jan, thank you for the host as well. Blargel. Oh, there's too many alerts! 2 resubs, 2 lots of bits, and a host already. Bloomin' Nor and a follow. Oh, that's floggling my heart. But there we go. So, in this area here, this is going to be a little checkpoint here. It's very new, Jan. I've only been on the server since... It would have been the... Let me check the dates. It was going to be the 16th that they closed the applications, but they finished it early. 14th, it was the 14th, so it's only been just under a week. And anyway, so in this section here, it's hosted in Canada. Yeah, there we go. So you know, for me, it can. I mean, there it was fairly responsive, but it can have a couple of seconds where it's like, no, I'm not doing that. So I'm going to keep this bit as a clearing. What's going to be here, I want to put a raid stone from World of Warcraft. There's a nice little reference to raids and such. Have a few tents and stuff popped up here. Thank you, Ark, for the host. Ah, so many alerts. 2 seconds, sorry. Wifey just wants to pinch me a sec. Sorry, just helping wifey with her Minecraft things there. So, there's going to be a few tents here and maybe some anvils and bits and bobs set up. Things go, you know, basically looking like a staging ground for like a raid. There we go. Managed to launch that time fine. Then going off in this direction here, following around here, going off up this way, and then this is where Spence, thank you for the host as well. So this is where I will do some terraforming. I mean, I'll do some micro terraforming around, but for the most part, I'm happy with the terrain shaping. Apart from here, ignore this. This is lots of terraforming. So here I'm going to terraform this to make it more of a slant. And then here's going to be the start of the fort. There's going to be a bridge coming over this direction here. And I'm flattening this extreme hills biome down to y equals 80. So it's a lot of work trimming this down. And this is going to be the entirety of the fortress. If I just go up here, you guys can get a scale. This entire extreme hills biome, going up to this ravine, is going to be for the... Oh, Daisy's having trouble getting in the door there. There we go, she's in. So this entire extreme hills biome here, I've got to flatten down to y equals 80. So down to this height here. This extreme hills biome. Jan, thank you for the sub, the Twitch Prime sub. Oh my lord, 3 subs and oh my lord. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, come on, up you come. No, oh, Daisy, I've got to land. I've got to land. Hold on. Hold on. Emergency landing so the dog can come up. She's oh, Ben's streaming. Ben's streaming. I must be in there. Oh. Oh, look, my Prime is working. Well, I'd like to think that your Prime would work, considering you're a Warframe partner. But yay, references. So yeah, sorry, let me jet up again. This extreme hills biome here, this strip edge here, I'm going to be shredding down to y equals 60 to make it, because otherwise it's not really a defensive structure at the fort. Daisy, you gonna go? Off you go. Dad wants you. Otherwise, you know, as you can see, there's quite an easy attack route for if there was a fort over there. You know, you'd just easily put like a grapple over here or something, or a zip line or something. So it wouldn't really be the easiest defendable point. Whereas if that is shredded down, dog's being silly. She's been playing up today. Been absolute poop. Let's get the sleeping on. Hello there, Wurzel, as well. You just missed the Daisy, unfortunately. She's just gone out. Hello. There we go. So it's now daytime. So that is the basic plan for what's going on, guys. That is the basic plan. Other than that, I'm not too sure if you guys have... Because what I'm going to do is there's going to be some underground as well. With... raid areas and little, basically like a big extensive raid that you do on sort of like World of Warcraft or something. One of the big 40-man raids. Loads of differently decorated sections, bits looking, you know, decayed, bits looking new, bits looking like a forge. all manner of different styles. And if you guys have any suggestions or ideas for what a bit could look like, and you're willing to pass it along, feel free to give me a shout as to what it is, because what I'm going to be doing is, if anyone suggests a particularly fantastical idea, what I'd like to do is theme an area around it and put bits in it. Like Jamdoggy is he's not on the server at the moment, but he's one of the people on MrCraft. He's very redstone intense in sort of like doing things and stuff, and he's very redstone capable. So what I'm going to be doing is there's going to be an area themed up with the raid boss of Jamdoggy, and it's going to be all redstone traps and stuff, all with bits that are like timed. You have to run across them at the right time, or else you'll fall into lava, etc., etc. Obviously, the lava won't actually kill you, because otherwise, I don't particularly want to be killing other mystics as they're just touring the base and burn all their gear. So it will just be like drop you through lava, then through water, and then you'll run back and go up the other side and have to try and do it again. Past that, I've got a couple of ideas for some of the raid aspects of it, and I've got an idea vaguely for, I want to sort of I'm thinking nether brick, like nether brick and red nether brick for the fortress and the walls, to make that look quite fantastical. I've got a big nether fortress area right near me that I could possibly tear down. I don't know if anyone's got plans for it though, so I will double check with them, see if there's anything going on there. There is a blaze spawner there, but around that is quite out in the open, and it's quite weird because you've got this really like designed blaze spawner. I don't know if it's done yet or if it's mid-construction, but basically that's being dug up. That's surrounded by nether fortress even, and you get swarmed by wither skeletons and blazes and normal skeletons and sometimes pigmen. So it's a bit silly. Daisy, go, come on. Daisy, no, come here. Come here. Up you come. Oh! You donked your noggin on the table. You okay? Oh, you okay? Oh, you stinky doggo. You've just had food, I can tell that. You got the stinky noggin. Oh, yes you do. Right, let me just clear off that side there for you. I'll put the... Oh, move that, because otherwise we can have an ashy dog. Move that out the way. Put that there. Put that there. Come on, blanket, move. There we go. Oh! Had this weird whispering voice that I assumed was the music, and just realised that I had a tab on YouTube, a YouTube ASMR playlist. Wow. Oh, now we know what Jan's into. Daisy, lie down. Oi, get your nose off of there. What you doing? Lie down. Good girl. There we go. Look at you all comfy there. But so that's basically the idea. And I probably would like to theme, at least have, I might even have an area that's got some test subjects in, and I'll name after subs. That could be something that's quite fun. So all of the areas are named. Oh, I've just realised, does that link? That does link quite, so I'd have to shred this and make that a bit more extreme. But that's easy enough, that's just some slight terraforming. Yeah, it's fair enough if you use it to relax. That's, you do you. Like, the music I'm listening to at the moment is actually I quite like it for relaxation, because it's just so... Ooh, shadows, thank you for the host. Flibbity flabberjacks. Whew. And thank you, Jam, for the tweeting shout out, and thank you, Spence, for the retweet as well. No, the shirt has not arrived yet. Has yours arrived then? Did you get yours or something? Because I saw you tweet out about them, saying that yours hadn't arrived either. Yeah, I'm thinking that it'll probably just be a response of, oh, yo, sorry, that was a really popular design, so we've had to release them in batches, because we don't have enough printers to handle how many it was. Apologies. Here's like a £2 off voucher or something on next t-shirt. Save it for one of their £4 t-shirt insanity sales. There we go, just snag all of that. Because I am trying to save this because I'm going to be using it no doubt at some point, especially the dirt, because I'll probably use that for bits and bobs. Daisy, what are you doing? Lie down. Lie down. Good girl. Yeah? Was that so difficult? Yeah? Oh. Mwah. Good little doggo, aren't you? Oi. Cut it out. You know I can't just smother you with attention. I know you want attention, but if you really want it... when it was printed, post out, I sent you yeah, exactly, you did. Right? You can't have all the attention all the time, okay? Right, no, fine, come. Sit on my lap. You can stay there, but that's it. You've got to stay there. There we go. There we go. Just keep shredding away. Right, off you go. Out. No, Daisy. No, go away. No, go away. Beth doesn't want you because you've been annoying. There we go. Mum and Dad can deal with her. She's been in a really weird mood today. There we go. Just grab that. You got a cat. Ooh, very nice. You got any pics? Pics of the cat. Give him 24 hours and flag it as lost. Good thing you got. Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much again. I cannot wait to get it. I'm so definitely going to be streaming Overwatch in it when I get it. For those of you who aren't aware of what I'm talking about, Shadows was very, very nice and got me a little present for my birthday. It's a little t-shirt from QWERTY that's a Zenyatta one. It's the Vitruvian, so similar to, well, I say similar, it's in the theme of Leonardo da Vinci's Vitruvian Human, so the one in the circle with the arms out and then like that, so you've got the arms in different poses and the legs as well, except it's Zenyatta from Overwatch, which is really, really well executed. That design was fantastic. Just absolutely fantastic. I need to go and grab my axe actually, although I do need to dump my inventory so I can save all these blocks. I have so many chests already. Oh, Bub, look at the cat that Spence got. It's called Chowder. Have you got to say that with a Boston accent? Chowder. I've got... Oh, I sort of went Australian there. I don't really know what that is. Thank you, Wes Orbit, for the like and the retweet, and thank you, Shadows, for tweeting out as well. But there we go. I think she might want to go to bed. So if you want to just chuck her under the cover. Well, Daisy's going to have to wait. I put her over here, but she was restless and wanting... Currently he's mostly a theoretical cat as he's shy and is hiding under the couch. Ah, fair enough. So he's Schrodinger's cat, but instead of being alive dead, it's just existence within the place. It's like he exists and both doesn't exist until you look under the couch, in which case he then hides somewhere else. There we go. Schrodinger's quantum cat, that's the one. I knew Shadows would know the terminology. What we're doing his mechatronics. Shadow's the smart one in this relationship. Couch has actually remained his favourite hiding spot. Ah! Yeah, Alice's favourite spot is either out in the hallway clawing at the carpet, even though she knows she's not supposed to, or it's on top of Mum and Dad's wardrobe. Yeah, my cat is the couch. Welcome back, Ark. No, you said you were going to be on in a few minutes. It wasn't that you were going. Oh, I forget. There's just been too much going on. Let's sleep again. Get rid of the nighttime. I'm actually quite happy with how far my progress has gone. Within sort of, yeah, well, within 7 days, I've got fully equipped with diamonds. My diamond luck has been insane. Just sit quietly by the couch with a cup of tea because you'll be there in a while. And wait for him to come to you. Might take a few days to try and but you will. Yeah, exactly. It's just going to take him a bit of time getting used to the environment. Oh, axe. I bought a load of packed ice from one of the shops as well. A load of my diamonds has gone on buying stuff. I bought a load of packed ice, dark prismarine as well. FCD has got a buttload of my diamonds. At least he's eating, drinking, being a good boy and using the litter box. Well, that is the most important thing. Ooh, pardon me. The litter box is being used. That is the happiest thing that you can ever want as a cat owner. That's going to take a bit of training with mine and Beth's cats. It's weird saying Beth, actually. So used to just saying wifey. But no, because they've been living with wifey's sister. And they just poo everywhere. I mean, they've got better because it turned out one of them is lactose intolerant, isn't it? Yeah. Is that Ironside or Cute Dorable? That's Ironside is lactose intolerant. Intolerable. Lactose intolerant. Although she is pretty intolerable when she's had lactose. Comes out night. Yeah. Did an end raid. So we did get a lot of stuff from that, and that's kind of exploded my resources. I mean, I gave Zonza like a full set of iron armor. That's not that impressive. Diamond armor with not major enchants, but he had at least like some protection, unbreaking, couple of mending books, an elytra with mending on it. I can't remember. I don't think. No, I hadn't put unbreaking on it, but I put mending on it because I thought an unbranding. Shouldn't give cow's milk to cats. No, they've not been having cow's milk. It's just generally she's lactose intolerant. There we go. Let's chop this one as well now that we're here. And she just has an upset stomach, and she's got a lot better with the pooing and stuff since then, because she was literally just pooing everywhere, which led her sister to sort of go, aha, she's pooing, I can poo. But they have thankfully got better than that. Time to sit out. Mostly we sit on the couch, go to work for 8 hours. Ah, fair enough. And even while we're gone in the daytime, he doesn't come out, but it looks like since nothing has been used. Fair enough. It could just be that he's super sly. That could also be it. A super sly Pushka. There we go. Oh, I forgot to chop that one. Silly me. There we go. So what I might do is go and grab some netherracky bits and bobs. Not netherrack, nether brick. Or I might do a quick test build in creative. Could be definitely had a bit of a hard time of it being adopted / moved. Ah, fair enough. Lactose intolerant, it doesn't stop me from having dairy, just accept that if I overdo it, I'll be in the bathroom or ghost blocks. Exactly, it's just like knowing there's a hangover. I mean, some people are pretty bad with their lactose intolerance in that it will make them blow up like a balloon and then they'll have really bad stomach pains and, you know. But if you've just got a mild intolerance, it's pretty breezy. It's just, you know, you're going to feel a bit groggy the next day or a bit later, depending on how long it hits. I was going to grab something. Can't quite remember what. I can't remember. No, I was going to put my axe away, wasn't I? Duh. There we go. But I was editing earlier today, and I've had an idea as well for what I'm tempted to do as my... because I want to do a custom intro jingle sort of thing. And I was trying to have a play around and do a fully custom jingle from scratch for my YouTube videos. And because at the moment I'm using a cut from one of GlitchXcity's songs. I think it was her and Route 113 or 112 remix. I can't remember exactly what it is, but... yeah, and I'm using one of her things. So much as the music at the moment is GlitchXcity. It's really nice and sort of just ambient. That's what you get though, because it's based off of game music, so it kind of fits the bill. There we go, that's the one. So what I was thinking, because I was watching the IT crowd, and the A-Team theme came on when they were in the episode Yesterday's Jam, the first one. And I was thinking, why don't I do a synth version of the A-Team's theme? Because I don't know, I just think, or possibly do a synth version of Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. I know that's not, you know, too dissimilar to a lot of synth stuff, but just making Rick Astley a bit more synth, and just the backing track, not the vocals. We watched The Last Jedi with some 5 first friends. We were all dressed up and it felt a little weird. Well, yeah. I don't know. I've never really done a dress-up thing for watching stuff. Was that your first time doing like a dress-up movie night, or was it just that it felt weird that time? Were you like in a cinema? Oh yeah, of course you would have been in a cinema, 'cause it's not on DVD. So yeah, you would have been the only guys in the cinema like dressed up. Drove 6 hours to go pick him up from his foster family and 6 hours back. Poor dear is still probably not convinced we won't make him go back in his carrier again. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, 12, well no, not 12, but 6 hours in a carrier is probably not the funnest thing for a cat. Ronnie and Dora, because we had to take them to the vets to get them spayed. They got their revenge on me having them in the carrier pretty easily, because they took a big steamy poo. And I had nothing to clean it up with. I think we had a McDonald's napkin. And it was basically the scene from Family Guy where they go into the alternate universe where dogs are the predominant species and humans are their pets. And Stewie poos and says, "Pick up my poop." It's like, "I'm not picking up your poop." Brian goes, "I'm not picking up your poop." And a dog police officer comes on. It's like, "Pick up his poop." It's like, "Pick up my poop." I don't have anything to pick it up with. Here's a thin napkin. It's like pretty much exactly what I had to do. And because obviously we hadn't quite found out that Ronnie was lactose intolerant at that time, her poos were still a bit runny. So it was like, oh, fun. And I had to clean out the carrier with a thin tissue, and it was not fun. It was not fun because it was foul. We could not have just survived the rest of the like 40-minute car journey to the vets with Stinky McStinkertown. Some small kid walked up to me and said, "Are you Kylo Ren?" Voice modulator. Oh, nice. So you had an actual voice modulator to change it to the... That's really cool. Pads for him and he has a blanket in and on top to try and help. Ah, fair enough. The edgy F voice. Yep. Kylo Ren was like, "I want an edgy teen voice modulator." It's like, "It's not a faith, Mom. Show me the power of the dark side." What? True. changing over the pick. That's what I was going to do. Oh, no, I'm not. We are going to do a quick trip to the Ender. I feel quite happy as well because I made a little contribution to the server early on. Jam made the Enderman farm, and when he was making it, he made it early on as well. I will say Snoke doesn't quite fit what I thought of him. I didn't think Snoke ever was going to fit. No, we haven't seen it yet. It's just money at the moment is a bit tight because we've got the new car. We had to pay the deposit for that and get that. Wifey's not too keen on seeing it because she doesn't like Ray and Finn. So, you know, she doesn't want to deal with those because she hates Ray. I'm not too keen on Ray. Yeah, she kind of can't act. Ooh. CPU. So this is the Nether Fortress I'm on about, and I was going to show you the farm. I kind of can actually. I kind of can. You don't have to pay for a car. Psh. Yeah, we did. I mean, we don't have to pay for the car anymore, other than fuel, which is really, really nice. We don't even have to pay the insurance for it because, obviously, with Wifey's issues and stuff, there's a thing in the UK called Motability. They're a very, very awesome charity. Basically just takes a lot of the load off with having a car. You basically get a car and it's new from the dealers. You get it brand new. You pay a deposit depending on the car. Some of them you don't have deposits on, or the deposit is minuscule. And Motability, you get the car for 3 years. You lose a component of the money you get going towards it, and basically the same as what you'd be paying for a leased car anyway, or for a finance plan. It covers insurance, tax, everything. Everything is sorted, and it's just, you know, services. You need the car crashes, or you know, there's damage to it, tyre repairs, everything. They get paid for by Motability, and it is really, really awesome of them to be that supportive. It really just does take a load off, where obviously because of the way things are our end, funds are generally a bit tighter than in a normal situation. So it makes it a bit more easy for us having them there and having them do things, which is quite nice. I mean, we can obviously live comfortably. This, by the way, was made by Jamdoggy, I believe. It's a really, really clever system that's just a really fantastic redstone-y hub of transport around without having to waste rockets in the nether and die. But yeah, so that's that, and then obviously, as I've said a few times, it's confirmed now. Wifey and I will be getting our own place, and that's going to be in about 3 weeks, roughly, isn't it? About 3 to 4, because I know. Thank you, Shadows. I did see that. It's tempting, but I could. I'll let you know later. How about I'll tell you. I explained it to Wifey, but I didn't want to call you out on it, Shadows. And yeah, just feel free to post it, Ark. Just slap it in the chat. I'm not fussed about links, especially if it's to the others of MrCraft. By the way, guys, Ark, do you stream at all? Do you do it, or is yours just videos? Oh, you stream on YouTube, don't you? Yeah, duh. I'm subscribed. So I'm so not used to people streaming on YouTube. So, whilst I'm waiting for the Enderman to build up here, what we can do is take off those. Da da da. YouTube. What I will quickly do, I'll leave the Kuriyuri village up so that I can nab the images of that. YouTube! GY. I mean, people are giving YouTube a lot of rubbish. for what they've done, and it is difficult. There we go. So if you guys would like to see Ark's YouTube channel, there's Ark's YouTube channel. He streams Mysticraft as well. And there we go. That video is to Jam's video where he does the hub. It's a long one. It's 48 minutes, but if you want to watch it and see how to make your own rail-powered nether hub, then that's the place to go for it, because it is fantastically just smooth. Jam has done an amazing job with it. It is just insanely just compact. That's me. There we go. I'm just going to open up a gap there because I like to be able to switch to that so I don't lose any of the experience going onto my hotbar. So as you saw there, if I hold that and kill them, some of the experience will go to me. Why are you flicking me? Oh, you dastardly fool! You dastardly fool. Yes, 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 you've made Shadows happy. Slapping the tit. It's empty. You're welcome. I forgot I'd got that out. I'd meant to crack it open earlier, but... Yes, I know. I will have the jalapenos tonight whilst I'm working. I'm actually in a... No, I'm in a jalapeno mood tonight. So don't... Yeah, I know. Last 20 minutes is him explaining how it works and how to build. Yeah, exactly. So it's... If you just want to see how it's done, then you can just skip to the last 20 minutes. But Jam is worth watching. He's got a wonderfully British voice. It is just so wonderfully, wonderfully British. If any of you, those of you that watch Cleo, her videos with Corpse, his voice is quite akin to Corpsepult's voice. And it's that sort of dry. You can imagine him having very dry humour. I mean, he does in some respects. But it's just such a wonderfully British voice. Whereas mine is a bit more just bland. I have a very bland voice. But I was saying earlier, I think I just completely skipped over it. I did, because where Jam had built this, as I was saying, he built it early on. And he kind of just was running out of blocks and patience with the platform. So he just did a basic platform quite low down. So they were about 4 or 5 hit. The Enderman. So one of the things I did when I got on was I moved the platform up and made it so that they are, as you can see, 1 hit with a sweeping edge sword. I mean, if you use your fist, they are like 7 or 8 hit. Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hit. There we go. So it's not the most efficient, but I didn't want to risk them dying and being horrifically... Oh. Shadows, I have... Where's the other one? No, I think I remember seeing him somewhere. I saw him somewhere. Where? No, I think Daisy was sat on him. There he is. He was under the cloth. So McDonald's in the UK is currently doing a fun little thing for those of you that like Pokemon. Got a Squirtle. Damn it, oh, wait, let me just turn chroma key off for a second. Otherwise you guys can't actually see it. So if I just turn colour, turn that back to none. So there we go, we've got a little tiny little Squirtle. If I turn the light off to get, well, not off but away, gets rid of some of the glare. Some of it, not much. You've got a little Squirtle and he's got a little button on the back. What he actually does, you push the button, sink him underwater, then lift it up and press the button. He squirts water. You've got a little Snivy. You move the wheel and the arms will bob up and down. And then you have a... And you push the they've got a load of different ones. There is Pikachu, and Magikarp. It's a shiny Magikarp actually because it's gold. Have you? What? Oh yeah. Have you got the other one of these? Because it was in the pack. Where did you just put the pack from the Snivy? And they come. Didn't we have? We'd found an extra card somewhere. No, it wasn't. Because it was a Cosmog. Somewhere. But they also come with a holographic card. We've got Cutiefly, Meowth, and Poplio. So, yeah, if you guys like Pokemon stuffs, it's a shame because because Meowth was the one we found. No, Poplio was. Poplio was the one we found. So Cosmog should be somewhere about, and I'm really, darn, I'm actually kind of annoyed about that because Cosmog is full on purple and it was purple holographic.
Voldorius.
Thank you, Team House, for the.
I should say, Voldicius.
The what?
The green screen.
Yes, green screen back on. There we go. But just so I could show those off, that was that. And how would you guys feel, for those of you that don't catch the full of the stream or anything, it's your favourite Pokemon of all time? Metagross, absolutely without doubt Metagross. If I hide Minecraft, bottom right, you can see him just behind the MrCraft logo, Metagross. Boom. 2 free League tournament skins. Yes, I did. I went for the Houston Outlaws for Moira? Mercy, I think it was. Or no, I think it was Moira. And I went for the Los Angeles Angels? Los Angeles Gladiators for Reinhardt, because I wanted a giant purple Reinhardt, and he's just fantastically purple. Everything is purple. Fair enough. Rapidash, what? Have you got a favourite? No, favourite Swampert. Graden, if you can't tell, Gen 3 is my favourite Gen. Yep. Favourite Legendary? Ooh, that is actually a tough one. I think I'd say I'm torn between Dialga and Giratina. Dialga because Dragon Steel. Steel is my favourite typing of all. Steel Dragon has some of the highest number of resistances, and it counters both of Dragon's weaknesses, Fairy and Ice, that aren't itself, and Dragon counters Dragon anyway because Dragon. So you get a Dragon Steel Pokemon. It counters all of its weaknesses, minus. It then introduces a weakness of fighting. But other than that, it's not really a big issue. Hello, Pushka. Oh, yes, you're so cute. Yes, you are. Give me that chin. Give me that chin. Oh, yes, you like that, don't you? Silly little Pushka. Yes. Oh. The cat goes all bobbly. There we go. She's not bobbly anymore. Yeah. What are your guys? As she might try to make a break for outside. I guarantee you she will. What are your guys then favourite, as Ark said then, what's your favourite Pokemon and favourite Legendary then? That's a nice little thing just to get to know what you guys like. You like Totodile. You like it. Totodile, yeah, Piplup. Piplup is my favourite starter. Again, goes to Steel type. Still is my favourite type. You went for the Soul Dynasty Bastion and Zen skins because Gold and Black looks so damn cool. Yeah, it does. I watched the first set of matches for the Overwatch League and then I kind of just stopped. Not by choice, it was just I forgot. If I'm ever in a fight on my DS against Fairy types, I usually stop the match. Fairy type, they do need to nerf them. I think they added a lot of counters with Gen 7. 7? Yeah, because Gen 6 introduced Fairy type. Gen 7 added a lot of counters to Fairy types. You know, you got Toxapex and all those sort of things. What's Pokemon? You troll, was it? you've seen me play Pokemon, haven't you, Merzel? And you know what it is. Ooh. There we go. So all that stuff on. Thank Lord I checked, because if I hadn't checked, then I would have literally just jumped off the side into oblivion, which could have been really bad. Because I used the launch pad to get back. Charmander's your favourite starter. Yeah, I'm torn for my favourite starters. It's either Piplup or favourite Pokemon is a legendary. Yeah, I don't know. Do they count Ultra Beasts as legendaries? I thought Ultra Beasts were like their own category. No, what it is, just never got beyond the first. Yes, fair enough. Favourite legendary is Rattata. My favourite starter is Magikarp. You troll. Oh dear. Let's just dunk that in there. Haha, so that's going to reveal to me some ghost blocks. You troll. Starter in total, just first ones have to be Squirtle, because the first Squirtle I ever got from Pokemon Red is now on your Pokemon Moon game. Either it's Moon or White 2. Yeah, I mean... Oh no, it's too late for you to go out, Pushka. No, 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 no. I caught you. Sneaky little one. She's trying to move really slowly so I wouldn't notice, but... Yeah, Ultra Beasts are Ultra Beasts. But I guess you could kind of define... They're kind of... They're... If ever there was a proper time to use the term pseudo-legendary, that would be it. Is Ultra Beasts, I think. Not necessarily for their stats, but just for, sort of for the way that they're acquired. Or can you continue to encounter them in the wild? I don't know, because I have yet to finish Sun. There's too much text. They put in too much filler text in Sun. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, they chopped that down and made the content actually... Ooh, Ben & Jerry's on sale at Tesco. Ooh. Well, at your Tesco. We don't know about our Tesco. Would it be bad for me to say? Now, I know, Spence, that you've not really done much Pokemon. It's, you know... As you said, if I think it was you that said it, if you could have sped up Pokemon like I was with Pokemon Fire Red and Fire Red and Fire Green, Fire Red and Leaf Green, you would have played more Pokemon games because they just take too long. Conversation is ironic because you're playing Pixelmon. Have they added Metagross to Pixelmon yet? Because if they haven't, I still don't care about it. Metagross or no Pixelmon? At that point, I'll play Pixelmon. I'll get a team of 6 Metagrosses. Pixelmon isn't getting any more updates because Pokemon peeps decided against it. Ah, that sucks. But Nintendo are bastards for it. It's what they're known for. They should change their name to Nintendo. Because that's basically what they say to every... I mean, they couldn't really do anything against Pokemon Insurgents. I don't know if you guys caught that. They have said no against every bit of fan-made content. And then Pokemon Insurgents, the demo came out, and they were starting to be like, no, 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 no. But then they were like, oh crap, it's got a lot of traction, because a lot of the big PokeTubers started playing it. And yeah, Disney are worse than Nintendo, but Disney don't make as many games. They're better for playing game content, like whereas Nintendo will literally claim people doing Let's Plays. Sinnoh region, correct. What? No, Pokemon Insurgents is... Oh no, Pixelmon, yeah. I got confused then. But Pokemon Insurgents got so much traction, so much popularity that Nintendo was just there like... We're not going to try. We're not even going to bother. We are not going to just waste our time saying no against this. Like, it's got its own wiki, custom like servers and stuff for trading, and they've not done a thing. So this is just pretty. And XY is the only game I think I played all the way through myself with the games. Yeah, I mean, if you didn't like the other games, you didn't like the other games. My favourite gen is 4th, Platinum. Reverse World was just fantastic. Story was really well paced. Yeah, I'd love a Pokemon game where I play as the villain. Like, I'm I'm the boss of Team Rocket or something, and I have to decide which targets to attack and what. I saw quite a clever concept as well someone had done, which was Pokemon Dungeons and Dragons, where you can actually play it solo. And what you do is you have sort of solo. You and someone else write a plot sort of thing, and you trade text files. You have like a set route that you have to go down though, but like you get to make choices and stuff, and there's different alternatives. It's kind of like the Dungeons and Dragons books stories, where it says go to page this, go to it says like open this text file now. And what you do is you get you pick the Pokemon that you want, and then you put typings in. You do randomization of stats and stuff. Movesets, you as they level up, they get their actual level up moveset. And you do like a special roll to see how many. I think it was. Roll of 4-sided dice, and anywhere but that 1 to 4, whatever you roll is the number of egg moves you can have, and the number of breeding moves. Number of egg moves, which is like breeding and all that extra special gubbins. And then you go through and you have to do all the Pokemon things by rolls and stuff. Like, so accuracy, you do an accuracy roll. You like the idea of Kyogre? IVs are really well. There's some people in there's special characters in Pokemon, like in the game, and you can go to them and it'll tell you, oh, these stats are good, these stats are bad, and then you can do special breed. It's like, oh, I'd say that these stats are exemplary. These are fantastic. They say, they're not upright. Oh, you have good IVs in this. They'll just say, oh, the stats in the X, Y, Z, and Alpha are exemplary stats. But the stats in this are mediocre, or these stats are terrible. And then you can do breeding and stuff with the Destiny Knot to transfer those IVs. And a lot of people just gen it in. I traded with a friend for a 6 IV shiny Japanese Ditto he had, which when breeding with a Destiny Knot gave it more likely to be a shiny, and gave it the good stats. Godbot capped a Ditto to max IVs and bred it with any Pokemon I wanted. Yeah, exactly. I was not in belief, even though my friend was saying, oh no, those stats are, that Ditto is legit. I was there like, nah, it's not. I know it's not. But, it let me get good shiny Pokemon. But I stopped doing all the breeding and stuff because it was like, I don't care. The only Pokemon I care about being shiny, which I can transfer between games, is my shiny Metagross, which I've had since 3rd gen. And it's got, thankfully, good stats. Exactly, it's legit. It's about as legit as EA's business practice. Is that 80? Yeah, that's nice. So we've actually finished shredding this bit as well. There we go. It's like my Blastoise from first gen. Yeah, exactly. I've got a Pokemon that I haven't managed because my subscription to Pokebank ran out, and I know it's only £5 for a year, but I'm not as into Pokemon on the DS anymore. I mean, I'd like to get, as I said, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Well, Ultra Moon is the one I want, but it's just at the moment, as I said, I've just got to be a bit more smart, and you know, life choices come first, which is again why my streaming's not been as active. I had my first driving lesson on Friday, yesterday. That went well. I actually have got it pretty fine. I like to think that I'm doing well. The driving instructor said I'm doing nicely, and I went out for a drive with wifey, and you know, I can quite happily go in between first and second gear, and I can get into third. I can change gears fine. It's just I haven't actually really gone above sort of like 30 miles an hour at the moment yet. Ooh, manual. Yeah, no. I always wanted to learn manual. If I was going to learn, I'd learn manual. So that way I've got the skill. And in UK, manual is standard. Automatic is kind of a bit more... I don't know. I mean, it might be a bit more common now, but for the cars that wifey... I mean, Mum's car is an automatic. Your Arduino is a D&D machine. It's got all those dice scripts loaded. Nice! I just realised I kind of cut myself halfway through that explanation. Basically, yeah, you do rolls for Pokemon's accuracy stuff. And depending on how they are, it's hit, miss, high roll. So a move would have a set damage value between X amount and X amount. And then that would do, you know, that vary. So you can say, okay, it's done 50%. You'll get a low roll. A 1 would be like you'd do 50% of the move's power. A 2 would be like 75%, and then a 20 is a crit. So it makes crits a lot rarer, but moves. So it's weird. Moves that have a high chance to crit in their move description, like slash and stuff, has a +2 to the dice roll. So if you roll an 18, you get 20, and it acts as a crit. So you treat it as though it was a natural 20. Whereas if you roll a 20 with a high nat crit, it's like a high roll damage crit. So 19 is you do 100% damage of the move power, and 20 was 100% move power and crit. It's weird how they did it, and it's like takes a lot of reading getting used to. I can't remember exactly where it was I saw it. I think it might have been in one of the Discords that I'm in. I'll have to have a look. Technically driver manual, just not got it on your license. Ah, fair enough. Why not? Have you ever thought about updating your license to make it so you can drive manual? So that there's no restrictions on you? Or are you just not fussed? Driven an automatic once, it's actually nice. Yeah, I mean, I can see myself driving Mum's car quite easily because all the work's done for me. I know it's not that simple, but it's like, you know, I don't see, because some people say that driving an automatic is really, really complicated for them, and I'm just there like, is it really? Like, one of the big steps has been taken out for you. I know there's different steps that you have to do, but... money and time. Yeah, understandable. Money and time. That is... Of course, being American in the middle of almost nowhere, it'd be very difficult not to drive it. Exactly, yeah. You know, the reason I haven't learned to drive until now... Hey, Jedi! The only reason I've not really learned to drive until now is because wifey needs me to be able to drive. You know, if she's having a bad day and we need to be somewhere, or we're out and she starts feeling ill, I need to be able to do the driving. I'm just going to grab that so I've got a couple of spruce saplings. I know I can get them anywhere, but still. But after I got my permit 6 months after my I didn't actually get my license. Yeah. The engine makes it very clear when you need to change gear. Exactly. Our car actually has a nice little heads-up display. It's got a little up arrow. It's almost like a video game. It's got a little up arrow and a down arrow when you need to change up or down. But as my driving instructor said, because he basically said, right, go. He got me to get into second gear, and I was like, right, slow down and keep slowing down until you're going, and you hear the engine going. And I was doing that, and he's like, right, that's when the car needs to change down in gear. That's when you've gone too far. Any lower in speed, and the car will stall. I was like, okay, fair enough. Yeah, he told me to stall it so that I'd see how it is. It is. The car sort of like jolts, and it's just. It is. The car stalling is horrific. It just jolts, and you're there like. It's kind of like it's kind of like when you breathe in, and you breathe in some spit, and you choke on your own spit. It's the car version of that. I feel like that's what it is for a car. It's the car breathing in and choking on its own spit when it's driving too slow and it stalls. It just sort of sound. So added hair dye to your hair and gotta play the waiting game. Ah, fair enough. I take it you've cleared your hands then, now that you're not like ruining your keyboard. What colour? Yeah, as Spence says, what colour are you going? Had a rental car like that once. I was on a business trip to Scotland. I called the rental car George. Led to a very funny phone call to my dad. Hey, yeah, I'm just riding George to all the way to the station. What? Oh, the car. Sorry, I named it. That just makes me think of the conversation with Cleo again. As some of you may know, the tentacle crushing the building in at the Hall of Heroes on old ZombieCraft World, it got named by the server Hentai Senpai. Oh, you perfect doll!
Surprise! Guess what?
Hi, doll. That's a thing. Ugh. Got to the garage on your way back to the airport, walked around the car a bit, and then drove to the nearby park and found out and asked, how do you open the petrol cap on a Golf? Blonde as your hair is dark, but may go blue a few weeks after. Ah, awesome. So you're bleaching it then? Rocky Jedi. Mwahaha, indeed. I've forgotten what I was saying beforehand now. About the what? Yes, sorry. The Hall of Heroes build. There was tentacle crushing a building and building mid-collapse. And the server named it Hentai Senpai. Thank you, Sheep Machine, for the host. Not distracting me from the conversation, though, this time. I'll stay on track. Hello, Gears of Kazies. Oh, but yeah, I whispered Cleo on TeamSpeak when she was in TeamSpeak, and I said, "Have you seen Hentai Senpai?" Implying the build. She was not aware of the name of the build, so she thought I was calling her Senpai and asking if she had watched hentai. And she just in TeamSpeak she was just like, "What?" And everyone was like, what? It's like, Vol just poked me a really weird poke. And I was there like, no. That's not what I meant. There's a build of a tentacle crushing a building called Hentai Senpai. I wasn't asking if you watch it. And she was like, oh, okay. Right. Mind if I just don't talk to you for a bit? It's like, yep, I understand that. I'm just gonna... Yep, we'll just leave this. Oh dear. Oh. For some reason, thinking about that just made... Oh, thank you, Rocky Jedi, for the 200 bits. Thank you very much. Oh dear. But thinking of that event has now made me, because I'm thinking of streaming and then of Cleo, it's just reminded me of the stream I did of Rise, Son of Rome. And Cleo was just sat there, just fact-checking. Because, oh my lord, there's so many historical errors. It's like, at no point did Boudica ride into Rome on an elephant. At no point did Boudica leave England. Oh, Spence, thank you for the bits. That sounds so weird. It just sounds really, really weird. Oh dear. Now I definitely think that's going to be a feature in the dungeon build. I want to have an area that is themed. Maybe if I can, what I'll do is I'll put some Rise Son of Rome. It's a game that's kind of like, think Batman Arkham Asylum and Origins Arkham City in the fight style, where it's a sort of click and counter combo thing. But it's basically going on about a revenge story from this guy who was a Roman captain. Oh, you've played it. Yeah, I streamed it ages back. I don't think I'd stream it again because the game is good and bad at the same time. You discorded me. Oh. That sounds awesome. Yeah, defo. Defo at some time. If they go right after something really bizarre happening. Yeah. But no, Cleo's just there fact checking. Like going, no, that didn't happen in history. And we were just basically sat there laughing at the absurdity of it, especially with the Colosseum. I mean, this is a 12-year-old game now? No, it's not that old. It must be like but 6-year-old at least. A 6-year-old game, I think. But they made it so that the Colosseum was fully clockwork. And yes, they did have some form of clockwork in the Colosseum to work gates. Not the sort of clockwork where the entire floor of the Colosseum sinks down, moves about underneath, pulls up an area that looks like the White Cliffs of Dover, and then pulls down and sorts around, and oh look, it's a beach assault landing, and then pulls down and sorts around, and oh look, we're in northern England, sort of Scotland, in northern Scotland with the all boggy, marshy, tribey bits. It's like, no, that no. But Damocles, yes, that's the one. I keep losing track of what I'm saying. I've sort of got like 3 different conversations going on in my head. It's just really weird. But 22nd November 2013, so 4 and 3-year-old. Oh wow, not even 6-year-old. Wow. It feels like I suppose in terms of games they take. You know, it feels a lot longer between them. Like the time between Mass Effect 2 and 3 felt like 2-3 years, but I think they were actually sort of no, they weren't consecutive. I don't know. I lose track. PC port was absolutely crap on the processing. Yes, it was. I had a glitch where it kept running me down this set of stairs and running me into the middle of a group of enemies, and I couldn't fight them. It would stop me running if I pressed buttons to fight, but I couldn't angle. Yeah, they barely had clockwork gates, much less having floor. Exactly, they weren't automated. The most they had was a chain operating a cog, which then pulled a gate up and down. That was it. Not even a chain, it was a rope, I think. I'm just going to close the window. It's getting a bit breezy and cold.
Voldorius.
Thank you, KMAsKorner, for the
Voldorius.
Thank you for the follow. You caught me I was standing up, just. Don't give them enough credit. No. 26, 20. It was 2 years. Oh, I was gonna say. What am I thinking? Was it? No, it wasn't Dragon Age. There's some game. It says, thank you very much, Sheep. Thank you. Yes, I do like potatoes, Tokume. Very much so. They form all the wonderful things. Potatoes are like the best. They can form everything. And if you haven't had my Dauphinoise potatoes, oh, Mum was bragging about my Dauphinoise potatoes earlier today to Nan. She was like, "You've got to come round for dinner sometime because Ben is really good at Dauphinoise potatoes." Shadows, when we come over to yours at some point, when Wifey and I come up, I'll do us a nice meal, and we can have a honey glazed gammon with Dauphinoise potatoes and whatnot. Oi. Yeah, we've got the new car now, so we can.
Ah, Voldorius.
Thank you, Sokame, for the follow as
I should
well.
say, ah, Voldorius.
There we go. Dauphinoise potatoes is basically you boil the you sort of half boil potatoes in cream. You then dice. No, no. I'm missing a step. So you slice potatoes really thin. So it's like almost the sort of thickness that you'd use, if not a bit thicker, than what you'd use to make crisps or chips in America. You then boil those in cream. You then layer them in a pan. In the cream, you've put like garlic, cheese, bit of onion powder, and other stuff. Some, if you want, herbs and spices, but mostly, you know. No, not fries. Not fries. Oh, are you saying what can they be made for? But no, I'm talking as in crisps. So the crunchy Pringles, Walkers, or Lays, as they're known elsewhere. And you layer those in a ceramic pot. You then sprinkle cheese over the top of them, and you bake them for about an hour and a half or so. And the potatoes just get really, really soft, and it's layered with a creamy, cheesy sauce, and it's just, oh, it's the best. And it just, oh, you get this lovely layer of cheese over the top of it that just sort of like gloops. And it's just, there's so much, so fattening, so many calories, but they're so worth it. They are, without a doubt, one of the best inventions ever made. Let me quickly... just grab... I like how the stream is about potatoes because of me. Yeah, well, that's a recipe there. That's you guys might recognise it. Some people do just call them dolphin potatoes, because you know it's a lot easier to say, and it's fun to think about dolphins and potatoes mixing. It is a lush food, like it's so good, but like all good food, it tries to kill you in your sleep. Yep, pretty much. All good food will raise your cholesterol by at least 3 points. Yeah, sure. 2 seconds, guys. I'm just going to quickly hop... Oh, that's not a pick. Hop away for a second. Wifey just needs me. I'm just going to be, like, a couple of seconds. Ah, I beat you back to it. I beat you back. No potato spam in chat. Oh, my lord. Thank you, Spencer.
Potatoes. Potatoes. Potatoes.
Potatoes, potatoes, poo-tartos. Oh, my lord. I love the direction streams take sometimes. And I realise as well now, earlier I said a comment and I didn't quite finish what I was trying to say with it because just the madness of alerts. What would you guys think as to me uploading the VODs of the stream for MrCraft on YouTube? Because I've asked about this. I'm recording a video for YouTube at the moment. I mean, I've got the clips recorded, and I'm going to upload the first stream that I did of MrCraft, where I joined, and there's the tour there. Oh, Jan, thank you for the 100 bits as well,
Spence.
and Wurzel as well for the 500 bits that came in just before it. Oh my lord! Oh my god!
Potato.
Oh my god! Everyone's just cheering and saying potato. Oh dear. Sorry, wifey just needed me to click her back because it was hurting, and it was horrific. I sort of pressed down on her back, and it just sort of went. Hardback potatoes. Is that jacket potatoes? So. Hardback potato. Oh wow.
XD love having a week holiday off work and potato.
Oh dear. Thank you, Jedi, for the bits as well. All the potatoes. I know YouTube's a bit of a shit show at the moment, but in a way, like it's just because in the Discord family we've sort of talked to. Oh,
Voldorius.
thank you, Bilu Brand,
I
as
should
well
say,
for the follow.
Voldorius.
Oh my lord. So yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll give it a go and see how it goes with uploading the VODs onto You're a Shit Show. Thanks, Zite. Love you too. Oh my sheep machine. Oh my god.
Potato.
Potato. Oh dear. Oh no. That's... Thank you, Zite, for the Twitch Prime sub as well. Thank you so much. Many loves. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well, Zite. Anyway, as I keep trying to say, I will try uploading the VODs to... Thank you, Shadows, for the bits as well!
Zeet is a Canadian potato less than 3, got a jacket on and steamy inside.
Oh dear. Do I need... I think I need to move the beacon a bit closer, so we're going to just move that as well. Anyhoozle. I'll try uploading the VODs of the stream to YouTube for now. I mean, worst case scenario, Oh, thank you, Jan, for the bits as well!
Tuna and cheese potato in the best potato, and you all know it.
Oh dear. A tuna and cheese baked potato in the best potato is the best potato. The best potatoes for doing Dauphinoise potatoes or sliced cheesy potatoes, or what was it that you said? Perfect Doll? Hello, by the way, Perfect Doll. It was potato gratin. I've actually heard them called that name before. You don't actually like tuna. I'm not a fan of it either, Shadows. It's not really for me. I'll eat it, but wifey loves it. You balked it, Spence. You balked it. But worst case scenario with me uploading the VODs to Twitch, to YouTube, is that nobody watches them all the way through. And that's not...
Sorry, but Coronation Chicken beats tuna on a Spud Shear 1.
Well, thank you for the bits, Wurzel. Coronation Chicken beats tuna on a Spud. I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that. Coronation Chicken is gorgeous. When I used to work at Monkey World... Oh! We have a sneaky Archangel. When I used to work at Monkey World, they had a Coronation Chicken baguette, which I used to love it. Because if the baguettes were there for... We had to sell the baguettes within a day and a half. And if they didn't sell, we'd either have to throw them or the staff could take them. And I used to love it when there was coronation chicken baguettes left over. I'd be like, it's a big day. Coronation chicken baguettes. I'd be going home with like 4 baguettes every day. There we go. Torches and stone brick. Coronation chicken. It's like not spicy. It's not spicy, but it's kind of almost like if Britain was to have invented the curry, that's what they'd have made. It's weird, but that, yeah, the sauce sinks into the baguette, especially if it's been there in the sort of like chill unit for like a day and a bit. Hello, Ark. This is an Arctic anaconda, by the way, for those of you who know him in chat. Yeah, that's not much different than you two. Yeah. Please be back. Thank you very much, Belu Brand. Hope to catch you next time. But yeah, exactly. If Britain was to invent the curry, it'd be disappointing. Get out of the way! There we go. You're doing that on purpose. So I also need to grab that. Don't go up above the hole, don't go up above the hole. Hey! Just being tailed by... What did you... The chicken was in the way! I didn't kill the chicken, no, I just knocked him out, punched him out the way. I'll punch a chicken. You don't know me. You don't know what I'll do. I'll punch a chicken. Punch a chicken right in the nuts. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. 4, 5.
Voldorius.
Thank you, Tokumeister. Tokumei started potatoes. Oh god, thank you for the follow. Is that what you do to everyone when they're in your way? Right in the nugs.
Right in the nugs.
Yeah, that's what. Thank you for the bit there, Spence. Ark, why are you just stalking me? Stalker! He's flown away! Oh dear. So, yeah, I'll give uploading the Archangel? No, I'll give uploading the stream VODs on YouTube a go. I'll upload the Archangel. But we'll see how that goes, and if they don't get watched, if anything, it's just sort of like an archive of them, so I don't have to store them on my computer as the worst case scenario. Best case scenario, I don't know. I mean, what I might do is make a second channel specifically for the stream VODs, so that my main Minecraft stuff and things that I'll be uploading on YouTube as the sort of the recap vids won't get lost in a swarm of the videos. But then if people are just keeping an eye on the playlist, which YouTube, add subscribing to a playlist. That's all people want, to subscribe to a playlist. Not necessarily, like, even if you have to be subscribed to the YouTuber, but then turn off notifications for them, but subscribe to a playlist. That would be the perfect outcome for YouTube as an addition in terms of things. I'm just going to slap some torches on here. Where's your portal? You kind of... are you anywhere near? Whereabouts are you? Oh, you're right there. Just there you go, and head that way. Yeah, it was too far for walking. Oh, helps if I actually put the beacon, set the beacon to what I need it to be. There we go. Yay, Vault has journey maps on its client. Exactly, I remember to install it. ZombieCraft map actually looks really nice with it on. But yeah, so I'll upload the VODs to YouTube, and the way it's going to be on, in terms of the YouTube videos, not the VODs, the videos I actually format for it. I'm going to see if I can get a cam account on here. If not, then I will just install... I'm going to install Replay Mod anyway, but if I can't get a cam account, I'll install Replay Mod and just take some recordings using the Replay Mod replays and get some footage of it. And I will be doing... At the moment, I think I'll do weekly videos with updates as to what I've got done during the streaming. But with... as it gets further along and the process is... Spooky, scary, never tunnel, exactly. As the progress is getting less and less because I'm having to do more and more, like at the moment you can see a huge amount of progress. That mountainside has vanished. You know, huge walls will start to sort of come up and appear. You know, layouts will be put, whole areas of trees will be removed. But once it gets down to like, oh, I've had to decorate these 8 chunks of space, you know, it's taken a lot of time to decorate these 8 chunks of space. It won't be so big and panoramic, the changes I've done. So it's going to get a bit more difficult in that regard to do weekly update videos that show a substantial amount. Because obviously if it's just been like, oh, well, you know, and if I have like a week where I've not really done too many streams or not done too much on the server, it will be a case of, well, look, I built a house. 1 house. Thanks, that's the update video. Bye! You know. So the update videos will vary based on how much content I have to show in terms of progress. For example, this first video I'm doing is about 20 minutes long, because what I've done is I did similar to how I did at the start of the stream. I showed off the file, which I deleted off of this tab, but I showed off the map and ran through the theme and idea for the base, which is sort of evil dungeon of evilness. Zyte, you're probably a good person to ask, what with your swittoring and wowing. Have you got any thoughts or ideas or things that you'd like to be themed, if you're still here that is, you might have hopped off, I've sort of lost track of things. But what I want to do is if anyone suggests a really cool idea or theme for a part of the raid dungeon, because it's going to be a big keep and then underneath there's going to be big tunnels and it's going to be like a huge raid complex. If anyone has any cool ideas for areas of a raid, what I'll do is quite happily add them into it and just have them as the raid boss of that area. So what I'll do is I'll just put like references to them, or put like try and build a giant pixel art of their Minecraft face or something. So a list of mods in the mod packs. What, as in... This isn't a mod pack, Perfect Doll, it is vanilla. Wouldn't be help with the deterioration of your place. Deterioration or decoration? You're not going to blow my base up, are you? Or are you meaning the shredding down to get resources? Enderman! It looks like the Enderman's holding the chicken! Oh, that's so cute! Oh. It's moved, but I did take a screenshot of it. Wifey. There, on the screenshot. It's... Yeah, it's vanilla with some alterations. I've got Optifine, thus the zooming. I've got journey maps, which allows me to, it just makes it easier for me to get a better grasp of things with other bits and bobs. I thought I'd missed it then, it was going to blow up, but thankfully not. Let's just clear the mobs off of here. So what I'm going to do is just go and deliver this destruction of the build, aka the broken down bits. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean that would be pretty cool. So if anyone is willing to help, you know, feel free. For obviously for those of you that are on the server. What I'm just going to do. Thank you, Crazy Casey, for the tweet out. Thank you very much. No, I can't really tweet it. What I wanted to do... if I just quickly hop into the Discord at MrCraft. Right, let's copy, paste. It's in alphabetical order, so Jamdoggy, there we go. Fair enough, Jedi. See you in a bit, hopefully. So if I get rid of that, then take that, copy, back into there and paste. This is yeah, oh my lord, that is a wall of text and a half. And the bot didn't pick it up. Right. Copy. No, I know what I'm going to do. Just see. Probably up doing something like this anyway. Ruined Kingdom. Ooh. That is... I want that. I'm going to do that tower. I'm doing that tower. That. And I've kind of accidentally pulled down part of the green screen here, which is why it's gone fuzzy. Apologies. 2 seconds. Bear up. There we go, and back. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to, at a later time, I will slap that wall of text down in the bottom of my Twitch. Let me just scroll that on my to-do list. Mysticraft links. Because I wasn't properly taking the board down and writing it is horribly scrawled, but I will understand what it means when I look at it. I think there's yeah, I will. I've probably just check I haven't broken my chat by putting that big wall of text in. Plus I need to edit things on that because it's actually FamilyCraft Dad and then FamilyCraft Mum has a Twitch, FamilyCraft Mum. There we go. So let's go and shred that bit. Fun thing is, I'm probably going to need to be digging out a huge area of this anyway because of the raid dungeon going underneath. So what I might be doing, I know there is a TNT shop, but it is quite pricey. So what I might do is just dig down, fill the like y equals 14 or something. Fill y equals 14 with a big ass layer of TNT and then just boom it up. I'm sure you guys would like to see that. So I'll definitely record that with replay mod. Because I think if I record it with whilst I'm detonating, my computer won't like that. So it might crash and I'd hate to miss it. So if I have replay mod recording the destruction, then I'm safe no matter what. 3 diamonds a stack. Well, it's not crypts, but that's where the raid's going to go, down below, which is, I'm thinking of calling that part of the raid the undercrypt, or something. Or have it so that, because what I do is I design it like a, sort of like a World of Warcraft raid, so that you have this initial chamber, you'd have to clear the big house up above, and then at that point that would unlock, I mean obviously it's not going to be a functional raid, I'm not going to have that, but what I'd do is probably have hidden keys around the place where you have to go and find the key, and I'll put a redstone track that leads it back so that that key goes back to where it is originally supposed to be stored, so that the raid resets, and then at that point you have to go down into the undercrypt after you've collected like the 4 keys from around the mansion or something, from around the keep, and then you can go into the undercrypt and explore there. So it's sort of it's not. I mean, I'll have I don't want the button for I don't want to explore, but if you do want to explore, you can go around and get the keys and have a look around the crypt and bits, the keep and the whole raid dungeon bit. But it's an extensive project. It's going to take some time, and I need to set, because iron it's much. I think Minecraft has Hermitcraft has a similar setup, in that the iron farm is private. So the iron farm is much like on Hermitcraft where it's tangos. The iron farm on here is private as well. So I'm just going to set up a small villager farm, catch some villagers, zombie villagers, and cure them up. And then set up a villager breeder and get myself a little iron farm, just probably somewhere over here, out the way. I might put it in the ground over here somewhere. I don't know. That should totally be a minigame. Yeah, what we could do is have... I don't know how I do it with getting mobs in and stuff, and making it so that everyone has to do the same challenge. But what we could do is, like, I don't know, copy paste the world into a little mini server, and then use that world in what my Y levels 8-4. So I only got it. Oh, that's nice. Use that world to spawn in set number of mobs, and then have 2 different teams go through and raid it, or just have us all go through as a big raid group and do the raid. And just turn off mob griefing, and then have like the final room of each one, so it's lots of different named wither bosses or something. And that could be something that's quite cool. Or load it up on a modded world. Copy paste it into a modded world and then put all the different mobs in there. But that's a lot of effort, and then that takes getting the world file and stuff, so that's just, but you know, it is a plausible idea of how it could function, and that would be a long way down the road if I ever get it finished. You know, by the time this world comes around to reset, if it ever does, it might be not finished. You know, but we'll see. Hopefully, I will finish it. That is the goal. There we go. Shred. There's so much of this biome. So much of all of it. Also, I only just noticed my pig. That could have been really bad. On the plus side, this is getting me a buttload of wood. Well, not at the moment, because my inventory's full. Ah, you bugger. Hidden wood! Hey, silly ghost block. There we go. Oh wow, it's almost 1 AM. Got to keep an eye on this pick actually. Got to be very careful with it. I don't want to, because Tool Bunny was very, very kind. I accidentally broke my Silk Touch pick, and Tool, because her base, she's done a big bowl. Fair enough. Take care, Team Mouse. Thank you very much for stopping by, and have a nice night. But yeah, so Tool was really, really nice, and just gave me a couple of her picks, because her base is a big bowl in the ocean, and she's dug out a huge area with Tombot, who's been helping her on the base. If I do that and then that. Oh. Got a buttload of chests just here. There we go. There we go. See what I mean? That's my connection. She's only got a full beacon's worth of diamonds. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean about my connection being a bit pants in terms of trying to launch from an Elytra. On ZombieCraft, because it's hosted in the UK, I can standing launch an Elytra, but on here I have a bit of difficulty. But it's not a noticeable bit of lag. Just realised as well that's not where I was working. I was working over here. But log. Don't mind if I do. There we go. Gonna be fun for you to sort those out later. Yeah. No, Tool Bunny's got a buttload of diamonds, but she was very kind, and because she had a buttload of worker picks, had an Elytra incident the other day. Yeah, I saw. Sorry, I didn't respond. I'd seen the message. But I wasn't actually like at my computer at the time. I'd just fleetingly looked at it, and I would have replied. But I didn't see the one in Discord. All I'd seen is the one where I'd seen the one in Discord. I hadn't, because Rash posted it in the issue in the mod chat. That was it. About you had some items disappear, didn't you? Because the XP was still there. So I think soon enough, I say soon enough, I'm digging out 2 layers. Well, we're going to have to dig out 3 layers of stone, so what? Let's just dig out all the dirt. So we'll wear this shovel down to where it needs to be fixed. And I think at this point, very soonish, we are going to start to wind the stream down. I know it's not been a massive, well, it's not been a massively long stream, but as I said, it's nearing 1 AM. So since I've got to be up averagely early tomorrow, I don't want to be streaming too late, because otherwise I'll just be out of it. So it's at that height I've dug it down to. There we go. Oh, I can actually look at the over there because the Y value is on that screen. Oh. Hate ghost blocks. I cannot wait for these to be removed. Ghost blocks are horrific. There we go. I was more impressed that I actually managed to find the place again myself because I had to orient on. It was like I'd remembered passing the top of a tunnel, no coordinates. Oh, wow, very nice. See, I'm a bit spoiled now because before I'd have to find my death point manually. It would have been like, right, you know. But now I can just go, oh, my death's over there because I've got a waypoint. I mean, I know I could turn death waypoints off, but I don't want to. So yeah, I think given how close those are to death, we are going to wind the stream off here. But thank you so much, guys. Today has been an absolutely fantastic stream. You guys have gone above and beyond with the subbing, the bits, and the follows. It has been absolutely insane. So just to give shouts out to everyone that has done everything today. Thank you, Ark, for the follow, Wifey for the 320 bits, Spence for the 2-month resub, Spence for the 100 bits, Corfy for the 3-month resub, Jan for the host, Ark for the host, Spence for the host, Jan for the prime sub, the primary one, Shadows for the host, T-Mouse for the follow, Dole for the 5-month resub, Sheep for the host, Jedi for the 200 bits, Spence for the 100 bits, KMAsKorner and Tokame for the follow, Spence for the 14 bits, Wurzel for the 500 bits, Jan for the 100 bits, Rocky Jedi for the 19 bits, Bilu Brand for the follow, Sheep Machine for the 5 bits, Zype for the prime sub as well, Shadows for the bit, Jan for the 10 bits, Wurzels for the 19 bits, and Tokame Started Potatoes for the follow as well, and Spence for the 1 bit as well. But thank you very much. As you can see from that huge list I had to reel off there, you guys have just gone absolutely above and beyond. I've died 6 times on something that's fewer than I thought. I think I've already beaten that on here. Number of deaths, 10. Yeah. But anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. What was it? Morning. Mornton-evening. That was the one where I blended all of them. Depending on time zone, have a wonderful Mornton-evening. And take care. So see you all next time, hopefully. Ta-da.